Certainly. Here's the rewritten version of your script without the headings, flowing more like a natural narrative. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." In a world where emotions can feel like turbulent waves, how do we find our anchor? Join us as we explore 7 Stoic lessons that hold the key to mastering your emotions and navigating life's storms with unwavering resolve. Before we begin, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video to help me continue spreading the Stoic philosophy. And if you're not subscribed yet, I recommend hitting that subscribe button and activating the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Have you ever found yourself caught in a storm? Not one with rain and thunder, but the storms of life. Unexpected events, disappointments, or sudden changes. The Stoic philosophers of ancient Greece and Rome offered a lesson that feels like an anchor in these moments, the dichotomy of control. Picture this. You're planning an outdoor event, and despite all your careful preparations, it rains. You can't control the weather, no matter how much you'd like to. But your reaction to the rain, that's entirely up to you. You could limit, get frustrated, or you could adapt. Maybe move the event indoors or see the rain as a refreshing shift. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who was born into slavery and rose to become one of the most respected thinkers of his time, put it simply, some things are in our control and others not. It sounds simple, right? But in that simplicity lies a powerful wisdom that can transform our lives. Every day, we face countless situations. Some we can influence, like our daily habits, the books we read, the people we spend time with. But many things are beyond our control. The actions of others, global events, the passing of time. And yes, the weather. Here's the key. The Stoics believed our well-being doesn't depend on these external events, but rather on how we interpret and respond to them. It's not the event itself, but our judgment about the event that stirs our emotions. Think back to a setback you faced. Maybe you didn't get that job you were hoping for. In that moment, it might have felt like a disaster. But with time, maybe you saw it differently. Maybe it led to growth or even a better opportunity. So how do we apply this in everyday life? Start by asking yourself a simple question. Is this something I have control over? If yes, take action. If no, then it's a chance to practice acceptance and adaptability. By truly understanding and internalizing this principle, we free ourselves from so much unnecessary anguish. We become better at navigating life, knowing that while we can't control the winds, we can always adjust our sails. In a world that often feels chaotic, this mindset becomes a beacon of clarity. It reminds us to focus our energy on what truly matters, and to find serenity in letting go of what we cannot change. In today's digital age, where speed and instant reactions are often celebrated, the art of reflection can feel outdated. But it's exactly this pause, this intentional moment of stillness, that can be our saving grace. Think about all the moments where you had to make a decision, big or small. Whether it's choosing a meal or deciding on a major life direction, it's not just about what you choose, but how you choose. Consider this scenario. You read a message that strikes a nerve. A colleague questions your work. A friend makes an offhand remark. Your first reaction might be to lash out or feel hurt. But what if you paused instead? That momentary detachment gives your emotions space. You're not ignoring them. You're giving them room to be understood. Reflection isn't passive. It's not about avoidance. It's active engagement with our own thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, why did this upset me? What's behind this emotional response? Is this reaction tied to the current situation? or past baggage I'm still carrying asterisk. This practice also builds empathy. Maybe that colleague was having a bad day. Maybe your friend didn't realize the weight of their words. When we reflect, we allow room not just for clarity, but for compassion toward ourselves and others. In relationships, this habit can be a game changer. So many misunderstandings and conflicts could be avoided if we just took that pause before reacting. In professional life, too, thoughtful leaders are often seen as wise and dependable because they think before they speak or act. In a world that moves fast, reflection is a quiet rebellion, a statement that we will not be swept up by the chaos. It's a commitment to depth over speed, understanding over impulsivity, and meaningful connection over fleeting reaction. And then there's dispassion. In our emotionally charged world, the idea of practicing dispassion might feel odd. But it's not about being numb or indifferent. It's about keeping a calm, balanced mind, a stillness, even when things around us feel like a storm. Think of it like watching a movie. You feel the tension, the excitement, even sadness. But deep down, you know it's just a story. You don't jump into the screen. You observe. You remain in your seat. That's what dispassion is. Being present, feeling life's emotions, but not losing yourself in them. This mindset is essential today. With constant updates, news, and alerts, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Reacting with full emotional intensity to everything would exhaust anyone. Dispassion creates space. It's the buffer that lets us stay grounded. And when it comes to our relationships, dispassion helps us avoid unnecessary conflict. In heated moments, it helps us listen better, respond wisely, and approach conversations with grace. To develop dispassion, begin with self-awareness. Know your triggers. Understand your patterns. Create space between what happens and how you respond. That space, that's your freedom. That's your power. And it doesn't mean we enjoy life any less. In fact, we might enjoy it more because we're not clinging to every outcome. We savor the moment, free from the fear of loss. Ultimately, dispassion isn't about detachment. It's about balance. It's a compass that helps us find peace in a noisy world. And through it, we not only calm our own minds, but also bring clarity to those around us. Life is full of moments that test us, from small annoyances to deep emotional challenges. A spilled coffee, a missed deadline, a harsh word. In those moments, emotions can flare. Everything can feel urgent, dramatic, heavy. But one simple question, can shift everything. Asterisk, will this matter in 5 years asterisk? Think about reading a message that offends you. The knee-jerk reaction might be to lash out or defend yourself. But what if you paused instead? Reflection isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about giving them space. It allows you to ask, asterisk, why does this bother me? Is my reaction based on this moment or on something deeper asterisk? This reflective approach fosters empathy too. Maybe your colleague was having a rough day. Maybe your friend didn't realize the weight of their words. Pausing before reacting opens space for understanding, both of yourself and others. In relationships, this habit can be transformative. So many conflicts could be avoided if we just paused for a moment before responding. In the workplace, thoughtful leaders who take time to reflect make more measured, lasting decisions. In a world that celebrates speed, reflection is an act of rebellion. A quiet but powerful stance that says, asterisk, I will not be rushed asterisk. It's a philosophy that champions depth, clarity, and intention. A path inward that transforms how we move through the world. Dispassion might sound like detachment or coldness, but in the Stoic sense, it's anything but. It's not about turning off your emotions, but about engaging with them wisely. Imagine watching a movie. You feel the tension, the sadness, the excitement. But deep down, you know it's just a film. You observe, but you stay seated. This is the essence of practicing dispassion, staying rooted while life unfolds. In our age of constant notifications and information overload, reacting to everything is exhausting. Despace. It helps you engage with the world without being consumed by it. In conversations and conflicts, dispassion can be the difference between escalation and resolution. It helps you listen more, react less, and choose your responses with care. It begins with self-awareness, recognizing your emotional triggers and patterns. That awareness creates a gap between stimulus and response. In that space lies your power. Far from dulling your experience of life, dispassion enhances it. By letting go of obsessive attachment to outcomes, you're free to enjoy the journey. It becomes easier to savor the moment without clinging or fearing what might come next. When practiced, dispassion becomes a compass, pointing toward peace, stability, and intentional living. And in a world full of emotional highs and lows, that balance is a true gift, not just for you, but for those around you. Life constantly throws moments at us that seem critical in the moment. A missed call, a harsh comment, a small failure. In the heat of these moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But one powerful question can shift your entire perspective. Will this matter in 5 years? This question acts like a mental time machine. It lifts us from the emotional now and places us in the future, looking back. Suddenly, the problem that seemed enormous might shrink in size. Think about the challenges you faced 5 years ago. How many of them still weigh on you? How many have been replaced by new lessons, memories, and growth? This question isn't just humbling, it's liberating. It helps us prioritize. It reminds us that many of our current stresses are temporary. A bad day at work, one day in a career of decades. A disagreement with a friend, a moment that might fade or be resolved in time. More than that, it builds resilience. By looking at the big picture, we avoid getting trapped in momentary despair. It nudges us toward problem solving and adaptability rather than panic. It also draws our attention to what will matter in 5 years. Relationships, personal development, meaningful goals. When we focus there, we align our lives with what truly counts. In a culture that prizes the instant, this question leads us toward depth. It's a guide toward a more grounded, peaceful way of living. The act of journaling has long been revered, not just for recording events, but for deep introspection and growth. For the Stoics, journaling was a key tool, not a recap of daily events, but a conversation with oneself, a mirror reflecting emotions, decisions, and values. Imagine ending your day by asking, why did that upset me? What made me smile? By reflecting in this way, we uncover our own emotional patterns, our triggers, and our guiding principles. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic thinker, kept a journal, meditations, that was never intended for others. It was a private guidebook for his own journey through life's pressures and complexities. In our modern world of endless distractions, journaling becomes a grounding practice. Over time, it can reveal what consistently lifts you up or weighs you down. It becomes a personal blueprint for growth. Beyond insight, it also creates accountability. When you regularly write, you start noticing repeated behaviors, good or bad. And from there, you can consciously shift. A Stoic journal becomes a trusted companion. Not there to judge, but to help you see clearly, reflect deeply, and stay aligned with your values. Life is full of challenges, personal setbacks, difficult people, unexpected changes. But what if we stopped seeing these moments as obstacles and started viewing them as opportunities? The Stoics believed that while we can't always control what happens, we can always choose how we respond. Marcus Aurelius captured this idea when he wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Asterisk. Like a river meeting a boulder, life's challenges don't have to stop us. They can redirect us, carve new paths, and strengthen our flow. A job loss might lead to a new passion. A breakup might uncover parts of ourselves we hadn't met yet. Seeing obstacles as opportunities builds resilience. Instead of asking, why we start asking, what can I learn ? This doesn't mean denying pain or pretending everything's okay. It means choosing to grow through what we go through. Every challenge contains a hidden lesson, a new strength, or a clearer direction. It's all in how we choose to see it. Among all the emotions we can cultivate, few are as powerful and transformative as gratitude. The Stoics didn't treat gratitude as a fleeting feeling. They practiced it deliberately, as a daily anchor to keep them grounded in what truly matters. Gratitude isn't just saying thanks. It's deeply recognizing all the forces, people, and experiences that enrich your life. It's seeing beauty in the simple things, the sun's warmth, a shared laugh, a quiet moment of peace. Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." This is the heart of gratitude. To be rooted in the now, appreciating what is, rather than yearning for what isn't. Gratitude also shifts our focus. Instead of constantly chasing what we lack, we begin to see the abundance around us. It soothes envy, tempers restlessness, and invites contentment. Start small. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Over time, you'll start to see your world differently, more clearly, more kindly, more joyfully. And as we express appreciation to others, we strengthen our bonds, foster respect, and create cycles of kindness that ripple outward. In a world obsessed with more, gratitude is the quiet voice that says, what I have is enough. It's a practice that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary and helps us walk through life with eyes wide open and hearts full. As the sun sets on another day, we're left with the echoes of ancient wisdom resonating in our modern world. How will you harness these Stoic lessons to shape your tomorrow? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your insights in the comments below, and let's continue this journey of self-discovery together. Thank you for watching. Until next time, stay curious, stay grounded, and never stop seeking wisdom.